sexy, hot, hot, hot. The Fire and Ice Dance Spectacular, September 27th, 8 p.m. at the Tampa Bay Performing Arts Center. Call 813-229-STAR. Ask about our VIP extravaganza. The hottest show on heels.
Unlike Will Rogers, Ralph Brandy never met a man who didn't like him. No one else did either. On the screen you see two pictures of Ralph Brandy, one quite large and a smaller version inside the Hall of Fame star. The reason for the size differential is because Ralph Brandy the man is much bigger than Ralph Brandy the coach. Some coach is motivated by letting you know if you didn't do your best it would be your butt. Intimidation. Others could overwhelm you with charisma backed up by sincerity and knowledge. Respect. Ralph Brandy motivated you because you knew if you didn't give him your best, it would be a sin. Love. That is how I will always remember Ralph Brandy, a loving man who treated everyone like they were special and did so because, quite simply, that was who he was. Anyone who played football or baseball for him knows of what I speak. Always an encouraging word, always an offer of help, always the stretched out hand of friendship and encouragement. That is what you came to expect from him because that too is who he was. Ralph Brandy, a great coach and an even greater human being.
the good old summertime, in the good old summertime, strolling through the shady lanes with your baby mine. You hold her hand and she holds yours, and that's a very good sign that she's your Tootsie Wootsie in the good old summertime. There's a time in each year that we always hold dear, good old summertime, with the birds and the treeses and sweet-scented breezes, good old summertime. When your day's work is over, then you are in clover, and life is a beautiful rhyme. No trouble annoying, each one is enjoying the good old summertime. In the good old summertime, in the good old summertime, strolling through the shady lanes with your baby mine. With your baby. You hold her hand and she holds yours, and that's a very good sign that she's your Tootsie Wootsie in the good old summertime. In the good old summertime.
Hi, I'm Rob Bonanno of the Bonanno Firm. For years I've represented insurance companies in their personal injury claims. Now I'm doing what I've always wanted to do, represent you. Call me. I'll give you everything I've got.
We have an unusual acquaintance in Medellin. One of my partners is the cousin of the president of Colombia. So my partner is Juan Uribe, and the president of Colombia is his cousin Alvarez Uribe. So my partner is connected to the neurosurgeons in Colombia, and one of those neurosurgeons, Dr. Sergio Angel, had a very special patient, Mrs. Soul Angel, who had a complex brain tumor, and he arranged for her, through her relatives in Boston, to come visit us and see if we could help her with her problem. think the primary motivation was that there was no way we could find the money, nor could she, to afford this in the United States. And we thought we had the resources, the friends, the help in Medellin, that we could make this rather complex operation work in Medellin. And we thought as well that this would be not only good for this patient, but for the neurosurgeons in Medellin to participate in this as an educational event.
How much hard work all the ladies for the Home for the Holidays parties put in, and them actually turning into successes, because we were so nervous the whole entire time, placing things and around the rooms and making sure that it looked nice, and it actually turned out nice and was beautiful. So that was a great rewarding moment.
The case for Ed Goldberg, class of 1956, as Fort Lee's greatest ever. In my opinion, Ed Goldberg was the best I ever played for or against during my basketball years. That, by the way, includes Chet Forty, the great guard from Hackensack and later with Columbia University. Okay, he's also a close friend, and you might want to discount that and conclude I am exaggerating his position because of it. However, I had nothing to do with the following. In 1956, he was the #1 vote getter on the New Jersey first-team All-State selection by the Newark Star-Ledger. His 73 points in a game is still the highest point total ever in Bergen County and is the 5th highest in the state. Along with such greats as Chet Forty, Bill McCadney, and Rudy Fenderson of Cliffside and Brandeis fame, the Bergen Evening Record named him to the All-Decade team. Want more? In 2000, the Record named him among the top 25 players for the last 100 years. By the way, he was the only player among the group that played his last game in high school at the age of 16. At Syracuse, Ed was a two-time All-American and the all-time 16th leading scorer, averaging 16 points per game. His totals would have been much higher if it weren't for persistent knee injuries that either sidelined or hampered his game. He also holds the freshman record of 44 points in a single game. The Syracuse coach said of Ed, "He was the best guard I ever coached because he could do more things than any other player." His tenure as coach was from 1947 to 1962. I have heard it said that Ed was a ball hog and shot too much. That comes from a 73-point game that some said Marty should not have let happen. He was taken out of the game with 3 minutes to go. I will get back to this in a minute. Since I played guard next to him in every game in our senior year, I know better than anyone else that that rumor is completely false. His shooting percentage was well above 50%, and Ed from 15 feet was more accurate than any other member of our team from 10. He was the go-to guy because we all knew he would deliver. Not because he didn't pass when the advantage was somewhere else, because he did, but because he was the consummate scoring machine. Deadly in all of the following areas: set shot, drive left or right, stop on a dime and go up with a jump shot. Take it to the hole, shoot with either hand, including the hook shot, and you begin to understand his comprehensive repertoire. He was unstoppable, even when he was double-teamed, which he often was. I never saw a player with more offensive weapons. Ed was the real deal. Back to the 73-point performance. The team decided to help him get the scoring championship in our league. So without his knowledge, we followed that plan during the game. When he picked up on it, Ed tried to give it back. But when he realized that was not going to work, he finally went with it. I wish I had a shooting percentage for that game because I know it had to be over 70%. Those who were there were awestruck by his unforgettable performance. I was a witness, and I am giving it to you straight. Yes, we made him shoot, and as usual, he delivered, but this time by giving the performance of a lifetime.